EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for October 31st, 2019, Halloween Day. We have a lot of showers ongoing in eastern parts of the area today, and many of you are going to be wondering, will we get Halloween trick-or-treating in? Some municipalities in advance of this rain have decided to postpone the event, but trick-or-treat night, but there are some that are still going, and there is a window for some of you where we'll have a little bit of a break in the action, we think, and we might have, you're going to be in between systems there, but we might have a window of opportunity for some of you to get a dry evening, although it will be cloudy and a little bit breezy. So it's going to be a little bit breezy today. I think the winds pick up a little bit more so this afternoon, and we'll have some gusts in the 25 to 30 range, maybe even 35 miles per hour as we head through the evening. So you'll have showers this morning, and then again, you'll have a little bit of a break in our areas right in here. So there is an opportunity for a little bit of a break in the action before the main show comes in, and that is with the cold front. This is a very powerful cold front. It has a very strong low-level jet associated with it, and there are some gusty winds that are going to be a big threat this evening. And I'll show you that here on the NAM when we get to that. But this will come through the region, and it's going to bring that line of squally weather generally between 8 and midnight from west to east across the region, maybe extending to 1 o'clock in the morning further east. But there is a squall line ahead of that. Before that, or the initial wave will be a squall line, kind of like you have in the summertime with these severe thunderstorms. You have a line of severe storms that kind of march across the state. The only difference is, and this is a big difference, it will, even though it's classified as a thunderstorm and they have the risks out from the Storm Prediction Center for slight and enhanced risk for severe weather, that is dealing with more for awareness for the wind aspect of this of things here, not so much the thunder and lightning. You might see a flash for lightning, but this is not going to be a big deal as far as the lightning is concerned because you have very little instability to work with. So this is what we call low-topped convection, and it's going to be mainly a straight line wind threat as this squall line moves through, and then this is going to end overnight, late overnight. The cold front moves through, and by the time you get to Friday morning, it's just going to be mostly sunny and breezy. Okay, so the breezy conditions are going to last through Friday morning. I think we start to die down in the afternoon a little bit. We start to slack off of those winds. So let's get to the important NAM high-res feature simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 8 a.m. Now, this is looking at some scattered showers and periods of rain across the region. That's going to continue. Might be some breaks in the action. It's not going to be a constant thing. So here's a look at noon. You have some more showers. They're going to rotate through, and you can see that here. So you have a second. It's kind of like a three-wave thing. You have the stuff that came through overnight, and then you have this second wave that's going to come through during the afternoon and give you periods of rain with that. Here's 4 p.m., here's 5, here is 6. Now, 6 p.m. is when a lot of these trick-or-treat nights start. So if you look at areas mainly south of 78, which runs right about like this, it's pretty much dry. So it's cloudy and breezy, but it's dry. You have a few scattered showers up in these areas, but they're very few and far in between. But here's that squall line I was talking about getting organized here in west central Pennsylvania, and it's going to be marching its way very quickly eastward. So this is 6 p.m. here. As they move forward, gets to the Harrisburg area and just east of Williamsport by about 8 o'clock. Here's the squall line right here. You do have some residual rain behind this as well. With this squall line, you can expect wind gusts in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range, with gusts higher than that, locally over 60. With this line. So this line means business. There's a lot, when you go from temperatures today that are going to be generally in the 70 to 74 degree range, that's pretty warm, and then you go to Friday and the temperatures behind this front are in the lower 50s, you're going to need something to really charge the atmosphere to get it to go that quickly. It doesn't just drop like that without something happening, and unfortunately this is the squall line that's going to produce these gusty winds to usher in the cold air. And here's 9 p.m., here's 10. Gets over to the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area, just getting ready to come into the Lehigh Valley and all the way down to western parts of Chester County at this point. And this is going to continue eastward across New Jersey. So there's midnight and there's 1 a.m. You can still see some showers behind here, or periods of rain behind it. It's not just going to go away once the squall line moves through. You still have some residual rain to get through. Again, the breezy conditions are going to go right through Friday morning, so you can still expect wind gusts overnight, even after the squall line, 25 to 35 miles per hour to continue into Friday morning. And then again, that clears the coast. Here's 4 a.m. It's clearing the coast at 5. So we have mostly sunny conditions coming in behind this once you get past this system. But again, breezy conditions are continuing on Friday. Just been generally in the morning, and then starts to slack off during the afternoon, and we start to die down with those winds. So behind the system, again, very chilly temperatures, comparatively speaking to what we're dealing with today. We're going from above average to slightly below average with temperatures in the lower 50s. So it's a big change in temperature of about 20 degrees of a drop in one day. And then once we go forward from this point, we are cooler over the weekend. Generally mid 50s on Saturday, near 50 on Sunday, okay, but mostly sunny both days. And then once we get into Monday, we're still in the low to mid 50s for highs. Tuesday, we're going to have a little bit of a milder period just because we have a cold front coming through the region. This is a reinforcing frontal boundary, and that's going to allow temperatures to warm up ahead of it, maybe a few showers later in the day. But behind that, we get back to mostly sunny conditions once this front moves through. And that's right here. Here's a look at Wednesday. We have mostly sunny conditions coming in, or at least partly cloudy, coming in behind the front on Wednesday, and then temperatures will drop into the near 50 or low 50s area range, or whatever you want to call it, once we get to the middle of next week. So it's going to be a reinforcing front coming through on Tuesday. They're going to lower temperatures again, and that's going to stick through probably through next weekend. So we do have this active period we're dealing with today, and the most important thing is going to be the timing of the squall. Again, it's looking like a 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. window from west to east is what we're dealing with this squall line. And this squall line is going to mean business. Again, it's not going to have a lot of lightning with it. Doesn't have to. It's going to be classified as a thunderstorm. And you might even see severe thunderstorm warnings go up, even though there's not much or any lightning with it. It's just going to be primarily a wind event, and the high winds, everything you would get from a thunderstorm basically in summertime, minus the intense lightning. Okay, if that makes any sense. So the squall line comes through. That's going to be your strongest winds in the overnight period. It's going to last just like a thunderstorm does in the first 15, 20 minutes of the storm. And then once that passes, we go back to 25 to 35 mile per hour gust with the residual stuff overnight going into Friday morning. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for October 31st, 2019. Have a great